Hello? Oh, hi, darling.
Half a world away, another day. So let's go play on the moon. It's a starry place. We embrace the space while we're miles away on the moon.
Oh no! Can you hear me? Oh, here we go. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of On the Other Line. I'm your host, Kelly Keegs. We are in a different location today. There was a little bit of drama going on with my studio. The mic was not working. We have had endless drama today in the office with all of the bullshit that's going on. I'm going to tell you about it in a second. Hold on. This mic stand is just like, what do we think about this here? Can you see what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I'm stressed.
I know you're stressed, Echo. I know you're stressed. I'm stressed for you. I know you guys have been working. So what happened today in the Barstool office is a massive flood. They're doing construction. There's flooding everywhere. It's fucked up like every piece of audio equipment in this entire place. And I feel terrible about it. And I'm so sorry. But how are you doing right now, Stanko? How's your day been? You can chill right now.
We got the show up only about 30 seconds late with one bad
Perfect.
camera cut. So you know what? We're doing okay.
Perfect. So we're doing great. We're doing good. I'm in a new location, like I said, because one of those, the thing I usually wear, I wear like a thing in my ear, and I have a little thing on my chest. It just wasn't hitting today. Wasn't working today. So we are in the radio room of Barstool HQ, which I haven't been in a long time. I'm now realizing it's been a while since I've been here. And it's an open air situation. I am distracted because I'm looking around like there's, it's all glass walls that I can see out. So I'm currently watching Tico, Texas talk to one of the security guys. It's a whole thing, But I'll say this right now. Nothing will derail our day for Taylor Swift. Am I right, Stanko?
You're goddamn right.
I'm fucking right. Nothing will deter this day. We've had a lot of things. Our precious girl Gia, who is also a major fucking Swiftie. She unfortunately had to go home today. She's feeling a little sick. It sucks. She's devastated to miss this, but we have to do her right. We have to do this in her honor. This is for Gia. This episode's for Gia because she's not here, and it's just gonna be all about Taylor Swift. And I'm so excited to get into it. So excited to talk about my girl. Obviously, the first thing we need to talk about is the fact that, and the reason that she is the topic this week is during the MTV VMAs this past Sunday, she, after 13 years, won the award for Best Music Video or Music Video of the Year for the All Too Well 10-minute version, obviously, blah, blah, blah. Sadie Sink, Dylan O'Brien, fucking duh. Like, as if. Anybody else who tried to put out a video this year, you should have kept it for next year because there was no way that anybody was going to win against All Too Well 10-minute version. There was just no way. And I guess it wasn't 10-minute version. It was just, technically, it was just the All Too Well music video with Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien. But obviously, she was going to win. It was 13 years since she won Music Video of the Year, and Kanye West jumped up on stage and stole her thunder, stole her shine, blah, 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 the Beyonce thing, all of that. 13 years, which is incredible because 13's her number. So it just, everything works out for Taylor. While giving the acceptance speech for this award, she said, if I won this award, I would make an announcement. And the announcement is I have a brand new album coming out October 21st. It will be called Midnights. She had us, of course, wait until midnight. This announcement came around 11:30 p.m. She was like, check out, TaylorSwift.com for more information at midnight. Meet me at midnight was the hashtag trending on Twitter. It's still trending on Twitter because, on October 21st, it will be midnight when we'll be able to hear her thing. So we'll still be meeting her at midnight. But waited till midnight, went on her website. I'm going to read through it. So I read through it the other day when it happened in real time, and I had taken an edible. And I'll be frank, I had taken an edible, and it made me emotional. You know what I mean? Like I am an emotional girl. I love the opportunity to express my emotions in the fullest way. I feel like it's rare when I'm allowed to just like cry when I want to, laugh when I want to. Like you always have to kind of manage your emotions in public or around people or whatever. And it's nice to just like be fucking crazy for a minute. Like it's nice to just look like a freak for a minute. So I did that with this video of me reacting to Taylor Swift's announcement. Presently, I have had maybe one glass of Prosecco from across the street. I was just in a gossip circle just now, and it was lovely. but I won't cry again. I don't feel the tears in my eyes at this moment. Midnights, it is a collection of 13 stories, she says. 13 stories about herself. The tracks are each named for like the number, like, you know, track 1, track 2, whatever. We don't know what they're named yet. This is the post that she included with it. It says this. We lie awake in love and in fear, in turmoil and in tears. We stare at walls and drink until they speak back. We twist in our self-made cages and pray that we aren't, right this minute, about to make some fateful, life-altering mistake. This is a collection of music written in the middle of the night, a journey through terrors and sweet dreams, the floors we pace and the demons we face, for all of us who have tossed and turned and decided to keep the lanterns lit and go searching, hoping that just maybe when the clock strikes 12, we'll meet ourselves. Midnights, the stories of 13 sleepless nights scattered throughout my life will be out October 21st. Meet me at midnight. Full body chills. Yeah? Full body chills.
I almost started sobbing when this happened.
No, literally. I mean, you saw me. I literally sobbed. It's out of control. It's just this woman, and I wore this shirt today. My mom got me this shirt, by the way. My mom, it says, "You need to calm down," which when she got it for me, I was like, "Oh, that's cute. It's sweet." Like, you know, the song, like whatever. I wore it today because for a very specific reason. When I put out that reaction video to this information, again, like I said, I was just going all over the place. I was excited. I was doing what I wanted to do. What's insane about Taylor Swift always is however you feel about her, there is always going to be an immediate reaction of people feeling the opposite. And people hate when you feel passionate about Taylor Swift. They just want to tear her the fuck down. I don't understand why. And they just, all they want to do is battle about how who cares? Her music is bad. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. It makes me so pissed. So my shirt today is, you need to calm down solely because everybody can just mind their own fucking business. Don't worry about it. Don't talk about it. It's fine. I think that this album coming up is going to be her best album yet. I just have a feeling. And maybe it will be the best album for someone like me, who after taking many Taylor Swift like quizzes and I'm trying to think. Somebody tweeted to me today this like Tumblr thing, which you can find on my Twitter. I retweeted it. It's actually great. It's very interesting. It's like a mashup versus thing that it goes through all of her songs in her entire catalog, and it makes you choose between the two songs. It's like, do you like Gorgeous or do you like Dress? And you have the option to choose either one of those, or you can say I like them both or no opinion. And it, after you do it for like literally 30 minutes, it generates this giant list that ranks all of your favorite stuff and like what you like the most, how you voted the most, and whatever. And it was amazing. But before that, in my head, and like, no, I'm sorry, not before that. In my head, I was thinking to myself, I gravitate towards Taylor Swift's more sad songs. I'm a sad bitch, obviously. I love her sad songs. I love the songs that she really puts a lot of like thought into, a lot of emotion into, a lot of like feeling into. And those songs just happen to be like the saddest songs. I have a feeling that Midnights is going to be a sad bitch album. It's coming out right in the middle of fall as she does, but we all know that, you know, fall time, sad girl season. Shout out John Feidelberg. He, you know, got the copyright on that. Love it. Sad girl autumn. That's, I think, what Taylor has coined it. I am anticipating an album that I'm not going to be able to listen to in public. Like, I truly think that I'm going to have to listen to this in solitude inside my home. I'm going to have to cry for 12 hours straight. Like, that post, that description, that whatever you want to call it, that she posted talking about the album hit home in a way for me that is so, it's insane. I don't understand it. I don't have the words for it because I don't understand it. How can this woman know what's important to someone like me? Like, how is she so far into my soul that when something like this happens, I already know that this album is going to be my favorite album. I already know that this one will be for me. This is not an album for bops. This is not an album for topping the charts. This is not an album that she cares about if she's trying to win Grammys. Like, maybe she'll win Grammys for it, for sure. But honestly, at the same time, I know she doesn't give a fuck because these songs are songs from her soul, songs from her heart. And they are going to touch me in a way that I'm like, I'll be inconsolable. Like, I have to take the day off. I'm sorry. Right now, Erica Nardini Day Porno, I'm taking off on October 21st. Like, I can't be here. I can't show my face here. It is going to be too swollen. Like, it's just, I can't come in that day. I think it's Friday. I can't come in. I'm so sorry. Taylor Swift dropped an album. It's just, you know, it's not okay. But with this announcement, obviously we're so excited. We haven't heard from her for a while. We were anticipating some kind of, one of her album re-releases. People are still speculating at the moment that she may release the Reputation Taylor's version. Like, people are saying, because the timing is sketchy. Like, October 21st is Kim Kardashian's birthday. I don't think Taylor's thinking about Kim Kardashian's birthday. She last year released, either last year for All Too Well, 10-minute version video, or Folklore. One of the albums that she's released recently came out on like October 22nd. Like, she loves that time. And so I don't think this is directly like a fuck you to Kim or anything. Like, I don't really think that she thinks much about that. I think those are kind of like added afterthoughts that are positive for her, and kind of are like, oh, well, I wanted to release it on this Friday. It just so happens to be Kim's birthday. Thank God, But people are saying that Reputation Taylor's version might come out the same day just for that reason, and that based on the outfit that she wore to the VMAs this past Sunday, which looked very much like how she looked in the Reputation video when she's in the tub with all the diamonds. The outfit that she wore to the VMAs looked just like that. So people are like, oh my God, Reputation era, like blah, 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 this is all happening. So there's a lot of speculation about that, a lot of rumors about that. I don't know. All I know is we're getting this new fucking album. It's going to be amazing. Haven't heard from her in a while. And I'm thrilled about it. I'm just so excited. What do you guys think in the booth? Are you guys excited? Stanko specifically. What do you think? Are you pumped for this?
I cannot be more excited for this, to be
Same.
honest with you.
Yeah.
I had a Sad Sorrow playlist for years, and it was half of it was Taylor Swift all the time. Like, and I'm with you. All the sad songs are the best Taylor Swift songs.
They really are.
She puts the best lyrics into.
Yes.
She puts the like little slides and little sly comments in the sad songs.
Yes.
Impeccable. I cannot wait to cry my eyes out in October.
Yes, and that's exactly it. And I think that there are so many people that don't realize, like, everybody wants to judge Taylor Swift on her hits or on the like bubblegum pop stuff that she does, which is still good. Like, that's fine. But she is a poet. Like, she is. I don't know a better writer than Taylor Swift. Like, she could write poems. Like, she probably has somewhere. She's probably writing poetry under a pseudonym somewhere. You know what I mean? That's incredibly popular, incredibly famous, like whatever. And we're going to find out in 20 years that it was Taylor Swift all along. Like, she is such an unbelievable writer, and she has a way of putting emotions into words that I have never seen before. And her sad songs are where we see that the most. And I gravitate towards that. I'm a poetry person. I love poetry. I have a lot of poetry books. I just feel like I like things that pull at my heartstrings in that way, that those things make me feel the most, I would say. And I think that's why I like it so much. And this album, I hope to God, will be just like that. Maybe there'll be a couple bangers on there, whatever, but I just feel like she put out, this is her 10th album. She's put out so many fucking albums. I can't imagine she cares about Grammys, money, whatever. Like, she's already making bank on everything she's already done. This one, I just have a feeling, is just for her. Like, I really feel that in my soul. And by saying it's just for her, it also means that it's just for me, because we're the fucking same. And that's just something that I've determined over time. Like, I tweeted about this once, that every time Taylor comes out with a new album, it coincides with like a major life event in my life. And I know that everybody says this. Everybody is like, oh, I relate to my favorite pop star. I relate to my favorite artist. I relate. No, you don't know what it's like to relate to your favorite artist, because every time this bitch comes out with a new album, every single song on the album, it fits the mood of what's going on in my life. Nothing has fit more like a puzzle piece than Taylor Swift's albums and my fucking life. Like, I'm telling you. And blog coming. I'm going to break it all down. I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm going to talk about my favorite songs. Like, we're talking about our favorite songs today too. Oh my God, this paper is 2 pages. I just realized, God, there's too much to say. There's too much going on. I got to say this, Stanko. I don't know what time. Oh, good. There's a time up there. All right. Let's hit a break real quick, and then we'll come back and really get into all the Taylor Swift stuff. And welcome back to On the Line. I'm your host, Kelly Keegs. Like we said, we are in a different locale today. We're in a little bit of we've had a crazy day at Barstool. There's all kinds of bullshit happening. Can't use my set right now, so we are here. And I would like to give a shout out to everybody helping to make this look great. We just tried to put up a whole green screen thing, and it was just a whole thing. So still, everybody's being so sweet, and I appreciate it. So, I don't even know where to start.
We do have a caller if you want to call her.
Oh my God, we do? Oh
we
my
do.
God. Let's answer the call. Who's calling?
I'm here with my husband, Dan. We're from Pittsburgh.
Oh my God. Hi, guys. What's going on?
Kelly, you're one of my favorite Barstool people. I always tag you and stuff, so I'm so excited to you.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh my God, you're pumping my ego right now. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so you want to call in, but my husband's being super shy. He's like, I'm not going to talk, but he is the biggest Taylor Swift fan, Kelly. Like, he has taught me things about Taylor Swift.
I love that. Hold on to him. That's wonderful. A male Swiftie is a man that you marry. A male Swiftie is a man who respects women, who loves women, who appreciates art and poetry. Love him for that.
Yes. Yeah, I have a funny story. I think you think it's funny. So I got him Reputation tickets when she came to Pittsburgh.
Love.
And I got him on the floor. We always sit in the nosebleeds, right? But I got him floor seats for his birthday. And we rode, it's called the T. So it's like a trolley that goes to the stadium. And he had his Fearless tour shirt on. And he was so embarrassed. He tried to put his shirt on over it for the T.
No.
I was like, no, you need to embrace it and love it and be obsessed with it. So, yeah, he yelled at me yesterday because we were listening to Holy Ground. He's like, this isn't Taylor's version. You're giving Peter Braun a penny.
First of all, love that he can hear the difference. Obsessed with that. Number one. Number two, never be ashamed of wearing Taylor merch. Never be ashamed of being a Swiftie. Never worry about that because this army is strong. However many people want to hate on Taylor Swift, and I do later in the episode have a couple voicemails where people want to shit on her. No fucking way. The Swifties are too strong. It doesn't matter. We are confident in our choice. We are confident in our support. And that's basically it. And I respect the shit out of your husband for that. Respect it.
Yes, he's so excited. He's smiling right now. He won't talk. He's being so shy, but
that's fine. He can be shy. That's fine.
Can you follow me on Instagram? I would die.
Oh my God, what's your thing? Tell me your name.
It is M Dollar Bills.
M Dollar Bills. Live on air. I will do this. EM Dollar Bills. EM. Love the name, by the way.
LA Bills, because my main name's Dowler. But funny story, I won a bunch of money on a game show, so the link is in my bio if you're ever bored and want to watch it. It's so fun.
Obsessed with that. Obsessed with that. I can't find your thing. DM me. I will look at this afterwards, and I promise to God I will follow you because I love you. I love the energy you guys are bringing to this.
I'll tag you on my Pinkies Up post and
yes.
get to see them.
Perfect. Please do that. I love that so much. Thank you so much for calling. That was what a boost. How incredible. I'm so glad. I hope you guys are excited for October 21st. What are you guys doing for October 21st? You're going to have a little party, have a little listening session, maybe some wine and cheese, cry it all out?
Yes. And Dan says he gets overwhelmed because everyone the next day is like, what's your favorite song? And he's like, I haven't had time to digest the album, people.
Never ask a Swiftie, what's your favorite song on the album? Any closer than like 72 hours after the album is released. Like at least 72 hours later, I can maybe have 5 or 6 that I really like the most. I can't come up with a favorite for like 6 months. I need to feel all of this while I'm doing things. People should know that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for telling us. At least tell Kelly bye.
Bye, Callie.
Bye. So nice to chat with you guys. Bye, Emily. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Bye. Have a good night. Bye.
You too. Bye. Oh my God, love that. Love a husband Swiftie or a male Swiftie. That's my shit. That's my shit. Okay.
We do have another caller if you want another one.
Oh my God, answer the other caller.
We do. Give us 1 second, Brittany. We'll get you on.
Hell yeah.
Brittany from Minneapolis.
Oh my God, Brittany from Minneapolis. What's going on, girlfriend?
Hey, Kelly.
Hey.
I'm a long-time listener. I'm always at work, though, so I was actually able to get off today because, of course, it's Taylor Swift. I had to join.
Love that.
But so I have been to all of her concerts, and
jealous. I'm so jealous.
I'm so thankful I was even like a Swiftie in the early days. But so now that with Secret Sessions, my first thing I wanted to talk about was, do you think that with like kind of the drama about like them leaking or people stealing stuff from her house, do you think that they're going to continue them?
I honestly, I had a voicemail similar to this. I don't know if you left the voicemail, but I had a voicemail similar to this where I don't know. Like, I feel like she has not done a secret session in a long time. I feel like it's so hard to trust people now because everyone is so freaked out about like Taylor Swift knowledge. Like TikTok alone, I love to see the Taylor Swift theories on TikTok. I love to watch all that shit. But if I were her watching all these theories and watching all this stuff, it would freak me out. Like I wouldn't want to perpetuate it anymore. And I wouldn't trust that somebody wouldn't like accidentally say a little something that other people would pick up on and then run with and kind of spoil the whole thing. I don't know the last time that she did a secret session, but I feel like if she did one, it would have to be with like her core fans that she's known for 15 years, and it could be like a group of 15 people. You know what I mean? Like I would never be invited to a Taylor
that's
session.
Where I
like
think it's hard.
totally. I would die.
To have them like 4 different places.
Yeah, right. She'd have multiple. She'd catch all the Swifties in the country, and it was all fine and whatever. But I feel like the information spreads so fast right now that there's just no way you can even do it. Like, for example, like I would die to be at a secret session. I know for a fact that there's no way. Like, I could keep it a secret online. I could never keep it a secret from my friends. Like, I'd have to be like, you guys, I was just at Taylor Swift's fucking house. Like, there's just no way. And I don't trust that everybody's not going to spill the shit, you know?
Seriously, I feel like I'm not online enough to do that. Like,
right.
I always feel like maybe she's watching, but like,
totally she is. You'd be better at it than I am. You'd be better at it than I am for sure if you were invited.
Well, at least you're like public about it. I feel like you and like Fran have a good chance.
I mean, God, pray to God. That's the thing, though, is like I don't know if she would want that, because she'd be like, well, you're already in the media. Like, I feel like I would be, if I were in her shoes, I would be so untrustworthy towards people, especially in the media, of like releasing all my bullshit. Like, I don't know though. Me and Fran, we're pretty diehard fans. Like, if Taylor Swift was like, shut your mouth, I would shut my mouth. Like, she's maybe the only person on earth that if told shut my mouth, I would be like, okay. Like, yes, 100%, lock it up. I would have to tell my high school besties, my college besties, but that's only like 5 people, and they are not online, so it's fine. But like, oh my God, the thought of it, like, it makes my chest tight. Like, it's so, imagine if you're invited to something like that, like an intimate evening with Taylor Swift, hearing her shit ahead of time. Like, I would pass out. I would faint. They'd have to call 911. Like, I have to be pulled out of there on a stretcher. There's just no way.
Well, and I know she would never do any in like, it's just been like LA or New York or one of her houses, but like, I would fly wherever. Like, I don't care the cost.
Same. I would drain my bank account. I've been saying that.
Yeah.
I've been saying that about whatever the next tour that she does, like whatever it is, if it's a festival, if it's like a 3-night affair, if it's like whatever the fuck it is, I don't care how much it costs. Like, I'll sell my soul to go. Like, I will sell every penny to my name to be there. Like, that's just what she brings out of me, and I'm cheap. I'm a cheap bitch, like all over the place. I would spend every dime I have to go see Taylor Swift, because I've never been able to see her in concert. Like, her earlier concerts, I like never got to go. I was in college mostly, and like it didn't work out, and a lot of my friends weren't so into her at the time, and I wasn't comfortable enough to like go by myself at that time, which was a fucking mistake. And now, like, all of a sudden she hasn't toured since Reputation, and it's like, I feel like I missed out on so much. So I've got a lot of pent up energy waiting for this new tour.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I know. I had to bring my sister that wasn't a fan, and the last one she didn't want to go to. And I have no friends that really like Taylor Swift, or they like are on the bandwagon of hate Taylor Swift ever since.
Hate that.
Kanye drama, and it's just easy to hate her.
Yes,
but
and it's insane. It's unfounded.
And we had a great time.
We need to, as Swifties, we need to make sure we spread the word a little. Like, we're already loud and proud. We need to get louder. People need to love Taylor just as much as we do. They'll understand one day.
Seriously.
They'll understand.
If you need any tips on to do a stadium or like one of the next tour, let me know. I got a lot for
absolutely
being close to the stage and stuff.
Absolutely, Brittany. I'll be reaching out to you for that, because I need to know how to storm the fucking stage and see my bitch. Thank you so much for calling, Brittany. I really appreciate it. This was great.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you later. Oh my God, so many Swifties on the phone. I love it. I love every Swiftie that calls in. It just makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm talking to my friends, because we all know we have a mutual thing. All right, so maybe let's get into a little bit of the things that I actually had planned. Oh, you know what though? We should hit a break first.
We should hit a break, because then we have another caller if you want.
Oh my
after
God,
the break.
we're so God, we're blessed. We're blessed. Okay, hit another break, and then we'll take another call. Welcome back to On the Other Line. I'm your host, Kelly Keegs. We have another caller, Tim, I believe you said, is his name? Tim from Canton, Ohio, I believe you said as well. Tim, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
It's actually Canton, Mass. Good.
Oh, Canton, Mass. Sorry. Stupid. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know why I said that, because it really doesn't matter. But
no, it does matter. That was ridiculous. I'm sorry. Continue.
Well, I had 2 questions, because I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, believe it or not. I'm
Love
a
that.
middle-aged guy, and she's phenomenal. My wife got me into her. Great writer, writes her own stuff, great singer. 2 questions. Did you see online that some school, some colleges offering a class on Taylor Swift's music?
Oh, yes, I sure did. Well, first of all,
Yeah, where is that?
NYU did this first. NYU did a class about Taylor Swift, about her, like how she writes and just like the general like fandom behind her. That happened like last year or 2 years ago or whatever. And then I think that's why she ended up doing the commencement speech for NYU, because she was like involved with the curriculum. She never like taught it or anything. She just was like it was about her kind of. But then recently, University of Texas is doing a Taylor Swift class, a Harry Styles class, and a Beyonce class. Can you imagine? Like, I don't want to go back to college because I loved the college I went to and I have no desire to do that. But I would go back to school just to take all of those classes and learn about all the shit they're talking about. Like, how interesting must that be?
Great elective.
Totally.
I did have one other question.
Sure.
Are you folks aware that Christian Arcan takes it in the ass?
Who?
Christian Arcan, he's a sports guy on the radio here in Boston.
Oh, I don't know, but you're telling me this why? It just he likes anal? That's what we're talking about?
Well, that's the big question. Not sure that he even likes it, but the word around town is that he takes it in the ass. So people are
Okay.
wondering if it's true, and they're trying to get the word out there.
Interesting. Okay, so maybe they're trying to get the word out so we can have more anal sex. Tim, have you received anal sex before? How do you feel about it? Where are you jealous? Are you wanting to? Are you curious?
I'm not curious for me. I'm not
Okay.
curious. I'm just curious for Christian.
You just want to know about Christian. Well, I'll tell you what. I know nothing. I know
That's
nothing
really all
about.
it comes down to. Really, just want to know, but he won't answer the question.
Well, I don't. To be honest, if I had his number, I'd text him. I don't even know who this is. We're
We're gonna DM you so you can hear his show.
Sure.
I think you'd get a kick out of it. his
Okay.
show.
I would like to hear that. Sure, but listen, Tim. I got to tell you right now. This is
He'd probably take a call from you.
This is a big time pro sexuality show. Sexuality is a spectrum. We love all the bullshit. So we don't kink shame over here. If this man likes it in his ass, he likes it in his ass, and that sounds great. And if he's advertising, if he wants about it, we're trying to spread the word. I'm more than happy to spread the word and say this man is down and he's trying to have it.
I see. That's why I called you, because I'm with you. I think it's totally fine.
100%.
The question's out there, and it comes up on his show a lot, and he just won't.
Damn. All right, I'll have to do a deep dive on that in my free time. That sounds like something I'm interested in. Send me, DM me the information, and I'll look into it myself. Does that sound good?
We lost him.
Okay. That was probably a troll, but I don't really care. Like, I don't know who the fuck he's talking about, but again, we're pro sex here. We love anal. It's fine.
You handled it like a pro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't really care. All right. I want to get into some of the stuff that I have been thinking about this podcast it's not a podcast, this show for now 48 hours. I've just been nonstop. It's just a battle in my head. What am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? We've already burned 30 minutes, 40 minutes basically, and I want to get into some of the stuff that I looked up. Obviously, I already talked a little bit about the Kanye Taylor, the VMAs thing. That, for those keeping score, when Taylor won Music Video of the Year award at the MTV Awards, Kanye interrupted her on stage, blah, blah, blah. I hate even talking about him. Said that Beyonce had the best video. Beyonce came up on stage later and was like, and won a different award and gave Taylor her time to accept her own award. It was incredible. Huge move by Beyonce. Great move, like women supporting women. I fucking loved it. I love Beyonce and I love Taylor Swift. So it was just incredible. Kanye's an asshole, blah, blah, blah. The VMAs this past Sunday marked the 13th year since that happened. And that's why Taylor did this announcement. She was like, if I win the Music Video of the Year award, which is what happened, I would announce this. That's how it happened, blah, 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 blah. Just wanted to bring that out. That's a memorable moment for me. Another memorable moment is the fact that Taylor Swift is the first woman to win Album of the Year 3 times. She's won it 3 times. I think I put a picture up of her holding her Grammys when she was a child. She's like in 2010. I don't know if we can pop that up here. Yeah, look at her. Look at her. Oh, look at that hair. So bad. That hair was so bad. That's like her real hair, which I'm talking shit about her real hair, but she just what a cutie. Like, what a sweet angel. But so those awards those are all in that same year. That year, she also won Album of the Year, but she won for Fearless, she won for 1989, and for Folklore, fucking duh. Folklore might be my #1 favorite album of hers. Generally speaking, it's really hard to decide, but top to bottom, I would say I know and like all those songs the most. Maybe Evermore and Reputation are up there, like really close, but that's the situation. The next thing, memorable moments, is obviously the Scooter Braun drama. Why is Taylor Swift re-recording all of her albums? It's because Scooter Braun's a scumbag and was trying to hold on to her music rights. She didn't really have the rights to her own music, so she was trying to buy them back. He wouldn't sell it. There's all kinds of lawsuits happening. Everything's bullshit, blah, 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 whatever. Taylor said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to re-record all my old albums under my own label, under my own shit, and release it. And I know that my fans will listen to Taylor's version, my version, over yours. And I'm not going to put money in your pocket anymore. I'm going to put money in my own pocket. And so she's now obviously in the process of re-recording all of her old albums. So far, she's done Fearless and Red. The rumor of like, you know, what's next, who knows. I think she still has to do Speak Now. She still has to do 1989 and Reputation. So everybody's like, what's happening next? The rumors are Reputation is next, just based on like Kim's birthday, the outfit that she wore, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see if that comes to light. But I love this so much because she's just a fucking bad bitch. Like she was told no. And instead of just lying down and being like, oh, the record business is unfair. And like, I wish I was getting paid more, but I can't. I wish I owned my music, but I can't. She was like, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to find a solution. I'm going to find a workaround. And that's how it's going to fucking go. And she did. And her fans are so receptive to it. It blew the lid off of like anything we could have ever expected. Like she just is so savvy in that way. And I respect the fuck out of it. And I respect how dead set she is on making sure that like her music is her music and artists need to own their own music. And it's monumental, not just for her. Like, yes, this benefits her for sure, but it also benefits artists in the future who want to do the same thing when they're going into negotiations with these big record companies, with these big wigs, like, you know, fucking Scooter Braun, whatever. They keep her in mind. They can keep this experience in mind and know to fight for themselves and know to fight for what they deserve. And I fucking love that about her. And I love that she's kind of given that and pulled herself up as like a beacon of light, a perfect example of someone who can do what she needs to do to get shit done. And it's fucking incredible. It's beyond. And then my last memorable moment that I have on here as of late is the surprise Folklore album. I have never like had a bigger stroke in my life than when we had when like Taylor Swift released Folklore out of nowhere in the middle of the pandemic. And it was the gift that none of us knew that we needed, but we needed it so bad. And I think that might be why Folklore is so high on my list. Like the songs were so good. They're very ethereal. It's very like, oh, we're just in the woods. We're hanging out. We're singing sad songs. We're feeling all of our emotions now. We're in touch with ourselves. Like I fucking love an album like that, kind of like I said before. And it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. There will be nothing like it ever again. Like that was just, oh my God, what a moment for us all. Let's flip quickly through her best looks. I would like to do that really fast. I only have 5 on the list. First, we have the AMAs 2018. This was kind of recent. The fucking Mirrorball outfit. Mirrorball wasn't even out yet, and this is a Mirrorball outfit. I fucking love this outfit. I love those boots. I love everything. Look at this bitch. Is she not the most beautiful woman in the world? Look at those shoes. Look at that outfit. I'm out of control. It's just stunning. Next, we have the VMAs 2013. Let's pop that up there. What do we got? I forget what it is off the top of my head, but I know that it's hot. Look at this gorgeous plunging neckline, a navy dress, that old Hollywood hair. This was right when she was right around 1989, I believe is when that came out, I want to say. Well, maybe later or maybe earlier than that. I think this is Red, maybe on the cusp of the Red area. I think Red might have come out 2012 now that I'm thinking about it. But Jesus Christ, she looks amazing. Like, look at this dress. It's just so sleek. It's so beautiful. She looks amazing. That hair is so different. Like, she's just incredible. She's beautiful. Next is the Grammys 2016. This is 1989. Yes. Won all these Grammys, one of them being Album of the Year for 1989. I loved this outfit. This was kind of a scandalous outfit at the time because it's like she had an orange top, hot pink skirt, but it was like a tube top and a skirt separates to be wearing on the Grammys red carpet. It was kind of like, oh my God, a crop top on the carpet. It was a little crazy, but I thought she looked fucking amazing. I thought her short hair was so cute. She's just this little fairy princess, and I was obsessed with it. Next, we'll do the Vanity Fair Party 2016, same year, but it was the Oscars. This, I would wear this tomorrow. I would wear this out immediately. She had this obviously plunging neckline. The neck itself is gold. It's like a gold plate around her neck as like a collar almost. Oh my fucking God. She set the place on fire with this fucking outfit. At this point, everybody was seeing this outfit being like, damn, Taylor Swift is fucking hot. She was always hot, but this outfit, people were really like, damn, she's hot. And then last on my list, obviously, is the outfit she wore on Sunday to the VMAs 2022. Holy shit. This was just a recreation, essentially, of her outfit that she wore inside of the bathtub in the Reputation Look What You Made Me Do video. Unbelievable. This is obviously what she won the award, announced her new album in. The shoes are out of control. Her hair is beautiful. She's just such a gorgeous woman. Like, there's nothing else I can say except for like how stunning and gorgeous and confident, and just she's such a presence. I can't even go on about it any longer because she's just breathtaking. She's breathtaking. Okay. So before we have 2 minutes, before we go to another break, I want to, this is something that was very difficult for me. I said that I would break down my favorite songs from each of her albums. And I don't even know if I'll have time in this whole show to get through them because we do have a lot of voicemails as well. I was shocked by the amount of voicemails. Thank you so much for leaving voicemails. Quickly, I'm going to go through them. Okay. The Taylor Swift debut album. My favorites on there are Picture to Burn and Should Have Said No. I don't know about anybody else. Those are the best songs. Picture to Burn. I used to drive around with my fucking top down in my, I had a convertible at the time and just fucking scream Picture to Burn, and then immediately Should Have Said No. Like, I don't even know who I was pissed off at the time, but I used to just fucking scream them at the top of my lungs. Best songs. Next album, Fearless, Taylor's version, obviously. Forever and Always is my favorite. I fucking love that song. It's gorgeous. You're Not Sorry, also good. Again, we're sensing a trend here. The sad songs. I'm a sad Taylor song girl, so these are all my songs. And then from the new, obviously, Taylor's version, Mr. Perfectly Fine, all about Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas loved it. They made a whole big spectacle of it. I remember I was in Aruba with our girl Fran at the time when that came out. We blasted it 100 times that day. It was fantastic. Next, we have Speak Now. My number one on that album is Dear John. I fucking love Dear John. Again, I don't know what makes me so damaged and sad that I like love all these sad fucking songs, but I love Dear John. The Story of Us is an incredible song because it paints such a vivid image. I feel like The Story of Us literally tells the story, and it really just, there's a music video to it that's fantastic, and it's just, it makes you feel like you're back in school or you're back in college, and you're in the same room, or you're across a party from somebody that you're in love with, and you guys are kind of wishy-washy and whatever. It's just such a good, like, youthful song of sadness and longing. Oh, I'm obsessed. And then third for that is Better Than Revenge. Also in the same vein, nobody fucks with Taylor. Nobody fucks with Taylor. Nobody fucks with anybody who is a Swiftie. Like, we all feel the same. You know what I mean? Like, we're all the same. We all want the same things. You don't want to fuck with any of us. We're all insane, basically, is Better Than Revenge. There is nothing I do better than revenge. That's a fact. Let's hit a break real quick, and then we'll come back, read the rest of these, and do some voicemails. And welcome back to On the Other Line. I'm your host, Kelly Keegs. We're doing short breaks because we got a lot of Taylor talk still going, okay? All right, I'm going to blow through the rest of these favorites on for these albums on my list because I am going to be doing an in-depth blog about this. So if you guys want to read that and read my breakdowns of everything, I will be doing that. I fucking promise. I've been trying to do it for a year. Every time I start it, it becomes so impossible and I become so overwhelmed because I just love all of her music. It's really difficult. So I think I'm going to go off of this list and make the blog. It might be different, but let's just blow through it. All right. We just did Speak Now. We're moving on to Red, Taylor's version again. Number one on my list, All Too Well, 10-minute version. Fucking duh. Obviously. All Too Well was already my favorite song. 10-minute version just made it that much better. I Bet You Think About Me. I fucking love that song, featuring Chris Stapleton, of course. I love that song so much, and I don't know if it has to do with the music video featuring Miles Teller, but it's just such a good song. I blasted it in my apartment on repeat for like 45 minutes the other day. Like, just, I love it. I love it so much. Also on that list from the vault is Nothing New, is another song that I fucking love with Phoebe Bridgers. Oh my God, what a song. Just like really, really hits home for me, especially as somebody who's now over 30. It just really feels like, really hits home, really feels good. So I just love that song. Great album, great album. I'll be honest though, I was never like a Red girly. Like I liked Red, but I loved the look of Red more than I actually liked the album of Red. I know people might come for me for that, but that's just how I feel. That was more like poppy, uppity, like stuff like that. And I do love that. I love that in 1989, which we'll talk about next. But like, I don't know. It wasn't my number one favorite. I know people love it. Next, 1989. This, for a long time, was my favorite album. Number one, Blank Space. Fucking duh. I was obsessed with Blank Space. I was Taylor Swift in the Blank Space music video where she's sitting on the bed with the black eye mask and like the lingerie thing and the knife with the cake. I was that for Halloween. So that's how much I love that song. Obsessed with that video. It was shot at that crazy estate out on Long Island. It was nuts. Next, from there, I have Clean. What a good song. I used to listen to that song while I was walking home in the rain in New York City. Like I had been in New York for a while, but for some reason, like 2016 really feels like the year I moved to New York, even though I had lived there for like 3 years. But God, it was so good. And then third from there is All You Had to Do Was Stay. I love that song so much. Just the lyrics to it are good. Like the message behind it is good. Honorable mention, New Romantics. I love that song. Obviously, it was on the deluxe album, whatever. It's a little poppy kitschy for me, but I do love it, and it's fantastic. Reputation. I Did Something Bad. Fucking love that song. All bad girls love that song. Don't Blame Me. Bad girls love that song too. Next on my list. New Year's Day. Cry every time. Incredible. A midnight reference in New Year's Day, obviously. Honorable mention is Dress. What a sexy fucking song. Sexy song. There's all the rumors about who is it about, but I love it. Obsessed with it. Also, another honorable mention that I didn't add on here was Gorgeous. Obviously, I fucking love Gorgeous. Next, we have Lover, which I think is an album that doesn't, because she didn't get to tour it, doesn't get enough hype. I fucking love the Lover album. Like, it came out right before COVID. It was just like something I always listened to. It was incredible. Death by a Thousand Cuts, obviously number one. Daylight, number two. Just a sweet song. Cornelia Street, love it. Honorable mentions are Lover. The song Lover is just a lovely, sweet song. Like, what a angelic, precious thing. And False God is a sexy fucking song. She literally talks about like getting eaten out in that song. So it's amazing. Folklore. This was the hardest thing I ever did, was trying to narrow it down to Folklore. I narrowed it down to 5. Mirrorball is number 1. Cardigan, number 2. Betty, number 3. Illicit Affairs, number 4. Invisible String, number 5. I could have listed all of these songs as number 1. That was impossible for me to do. It took me like an hour just to do that. I had to listen to all of them. It was insane. Evermore, another one that I love so much. Champagne Problems, number 1, fucking duh. Ivy, number 2. Huge Ivy fan. I had like an Ivy background on my phone for a really long time. It still might be. Oh, no. I have cherry blossoms. Long Story Short, I also love on there. Fun fact, this show was almost named Long Story Short. There was a copyright issue about it, so we couldn't do it. But that's how much I love that song. Honorable mentions are Willow and Right Where You Left Me. Right Where You Left Me does not get enough attention. What a fucking song. The lyrics rip me apart. Oh, it's amazing. Amazing. And Willow, I just like the one part where she's like, life is a willow and it bends right through your window. Yeah. Everybody knows. It's just a good part. It's a good thing. Whenever there's like an echoey area, I sing that part. It just sounds good with an echo. Okay, so good. We got through that list. Again, I'll do an extensive list on my blog. Just check out all my socials and I'll post about it. If you guys are really into all that and hearing what my favorites are, it'll be fantastic. Stanko, let's just blow through all these voicemails, play them back to back.
I just have to say, like, Taylor Swift, there's no one like her.
No one.
I think that since she wore that, like, same, like, jeweled dress, like, whatever it was, like, 12 years ago when Kanye, like,
13.
did that whole kit and caboodle thing about how Beyonce should have won. And now she's coming out with Midnights on Kim Kardashian's birthday. That has to be linked. This girl is a fucking savage, and I can't take it anymore. Like, can she re-release, like, at least a snippet of one song? Like, come on, T-Swizzle.
She's amazing. She's amazing. And the only reason I included this is I love the fucking hype. Everyone is just as hype as I am, and that's the energy we need to keep having. Let's play the next one.
Hey, Kelly. I just wanted to call in about Taylor Swift.
Love it.
I'm not a Taylor Swift girl at all.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
and
this.
I'll probably be shutting my phone off for the entire day that her album comes out because Swifties upset me. Have a good one. Bye.
Sad. Extremely sad to hear this. I have 2. We're going to play them back to back. 2 anti-Taylor Swift. Play the second one, and then I'll talk about them both.
So the topic this week is Taylor Swift, and honestly, unpopular opinion, I really do not like Taylor Swift.
Sad.
Like, I've never been into her music. She seems whiny and annoying to me.
How dare you?
I know I'm going to get hated for this, but honestly, this is a popular opinion among my friend group. I also don't like Harry Styles. I think his voice is annoying as well. So let me know what you think, Kelly. Love you, girl. Bye.
Well, I love both these girls for calling in and leaving voicemails, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's the wrong opinion. And especially that second girl, I'm sorry, I can't trust your taste in music because you don't even like Harry Styles. Are you out of your mind? Like, I'm sorry, whatever. I hate when people don't love Taylor Swift. I understand, though, why. I feel like a lot of people have a specific view of her from a certain point of time, and they just can't get past it. I also understand that there are people that don't relate to her lyrics in the way that I do or in the way that other Swifties do, because maybe they haven't experienced strong emotions like that. Like, maybe not everybody's been, like, dumped brutally. Maybe not everybody has been, like, strung along or been, like, in love and it was like, not reciprocated, or it was not real. And I feel like a lot of what Taylor talks about is just like an emotional, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the right words. Every way that she writes, everything that she says is so emotional and so over the top. And sure, maybe some of the scenarios she was in weren't as serious at the time, but that's her experience and that's how she wrote about it. And you can't deny that if you've been through something like she is singing about or like she's writing about, there has that that feeling of relatability. And if you can't relate to it, I understand not liking it. You think that it's whiny. You think it's whatever. You hear about like Taylor Swift still talking about Jake Gyllenhaal, blah, 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 blah. No, she's not still talking about Jake Gyllenhaal. She's re-recording the song and making a 10-minute version for all of the bitches out there who are in a similar situation and feel like their feelings aren't validated. This is validating their feelings. Like, she validates our feelings when we're feeling our most emotional, our most crazy, our most out of our minds. She lets us know that we're not alone. And I think that there are a lot of people that don't need to know that they're not alone. They already feel like they are fine with themselves and whatever. So they don't like her because they think it's whatever. But to say you don't like her, or at least to not respect her, I think is crazy. Like, to not like her is one thing, to not respect her is another. And so neither of these girls said they didn't respect her. So that's fine. But if you give it a real listen, if you really think about it, you try to relate it to your life, like, it's hard. How do you not like her? How do you not like her? I don't understand. Let's play the next.
Hello, Kelly.
Hello.
I'm so excited you're doing a Taylor Swift episode. My name is Rachel from Chicago.
Hey, Rachel.
And I'm just wondering all your theories about what this is going to be album-wise, other than what she's given out. Give us your teasers, your dirt, your dishes that you have uncovered with your sleuth, because T-Swift is a fan base.
T-Swift, yeah, all my sleuthing. Every bit of sleuthing that I've done so far is just basically, everybody is talking about the Midnights thing, like, we should have seen this coming, we should have known, blah, 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 whatever. I understand that. I think very much that it's like, it's going to be a dark album. It's going to be sad. It's going to be all sad shit. What are you if not sad at midnight in the middle of the night? Like, that's when the thoughts crowd your mind. That's when you feel most vulnerable. That's when you feel most sad. That's when you feel the most exposed, is when you're alone in the dark with your thoughts. And that is what she's giving us. And that's what I imagine this album will be. Do we have time for another one?
Hey, Kelly. Okay. So I'm Brittany from Minnesota.
Oh, wait, this is Brittany. We can skip past her. She called in. She called in. We can skip to the next one.
Hi, Keeks. Fellow Jersey girl here and diehard Swiftie. I am calling because every time a new Taylor Swift thing comes out, I feel like all these new Swifties come into play. And Swifties are welcome everywhere. I'm really glad that her fandom continues to grow. But I have to say, I can't help but feel a bit of a different, protectiveness. Mm-hmm. For those of us who have truly been with her since we were maybe 15, those of us who are somewhere between 30 and 32, who are the same age as her, who just got our chunky iPod or iPod Nano, or not even, had to have CDs in your CD player with the clear jacket. When we
this
were only,
girl,
15,
I'll have to cut her off, unfortunately. But this girl just basically is talking about, how do we feel about new Swifties, people jumping on the bandwagon? And what I say is the more the merrier. I don't care if you're new. If you listen to her songs and you appreciate her lyrics and you appreciate her as an artist, I welcome you with open arms. I love it if you do the research and you go back and you understand everything and you still support her. I love you to death. I support you. I want you on this fucking bandwagon. We need as many Swifties as we can. The army grows bigger every fucking day. And that's all I care about, is that we have an army behind our girl, behind our woman. She is everything to us. I cannot wait for the new album. And of course, we're going to have to do another show based entirely on the new album. So I cannot fucking wait for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh my God. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight and talking about Taylor Swift. I love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We will see you next week.